I think Lori's best trait was her loyalty.
When I think of Lori, and her memory is relentless.
When I think about Lori is tenacity.
She persevered in her effort.
She was the glue for the family.
She and her brother were very close together.
She always looked out for me. Lori had already been in the family business for a few years and I came in.
We were manufacturing women's athletic wear.
She was very good at her job. She was really extraordinary. She did everything and anything we needed. Anything we needed, she would take care of for us.
Lori's ideal of total happiness, if all the family lived in a compound, and we each had our own house, and we would come together for dinner every night.
Lori was a phenomenal cook, and she loved to entertain. And of course, Shabbat was entertaining.
After Lori passed away, my folks wanted to do something in her memory. They knew it was going to be with Hillel. And we thought the idea of endowing her position would to sort of honor Lori and honor that role. And by endowing it in her name, she would just love the idea.
Lisa Goldstein was director of Hillel, and she said to Lisa, "You give me a chance and I can do it."
And she turned out to be extremely successful with it, did extremely well.
Hillel empowered her as much as she empowered what she did within the organization.
She was dedicated, she was devoted, she was enthusiastic. Because of those qualities and her devotion to Hillel, she was very successful.
She had the ability to sit down with somebody and immediately warm to them and have them warm to her, and had the discussion be less about just dollars and fundraising, but rather more about what are your goals? What do you want? What do you feel passionate? What do you feel? What's important to you?
She made our programming possible because she understood how important the dollars were to being able to fund the staff and the programming that made Hillel of San Diego and makes Hillel of San Diego so valuable, such a wonderful resource for Jewish college students.
I'm humbled to serve as the Lori Bolotin Director of Development for Hillel of San Diego and carry on Lori's legacy. I'm incredibly grateful to give people the opportunity to invest in our Jewish future. Hillel is the only Jewish college organization with the capacity to engage the majority of university-age Jews. Over the past 30 years, Hillel of San Diego has had a positive impact on the lives of more than 14,000 young Jews. We've taken more than 600 students on Birthright Israel trips, and each year we help 1,000 Jewish college students at schools across the county connect with their Jewish campus community.
What I found uniformly is that students who are engaged through Hillel are excited and passionate and exuberant.
I think it's going to be a really exciting time to see what these students come up with. They are so insightful, so involved, so excited about doing the things that they're doing on college campus.
I love to see the community that we build on campus and those friendships that have been created because what Hillel provides.
We provide a home for students who may be looking for a sense of community or a place to feel comfortable.
It's often really difficult to be Jewish in college or to live a Jewish life, and Hillel really helps with that.
In my opinion, it doesn't really matter how you identify as a Jewish student on campus. Hillel is a home for you, regardless, and they're very accepting of all types of Jewish students, and there's a strong community here for all different types of students.
If students moved away from home, they can have a home at Hillel, and I think that's really amazing.
Every time we have a student supporting Israel meeting, it's always here.
One of the biggest sources that we rely on as pro-Israel students is Hillel, because Hillel, for us, we're so lucky to have Hillel on campus, kind of feeling what the pulse of the campus is at any given moment.
I'd always remember San Diego State and Hillel and my Jewish experiences here, and I know I will 100% give back.
Hillel helped me become the leader that I am today, and I'm ready to enter my next step, go into the real world with all the tools that Hillel has given me to be a great Jewish leader and a great Jewish man. All I can do is really give a huge thank you, and 10 years down the line, give my support to the future students of Hillel.
Thank you, and a big toda rabbah.
Toda rabba.
Toda rabba.
Thank you to everyone
To everyone
who supports Hillel of San Diego.
Thank you to everyone who supports Hillel of San Diego.
Hillel is an organization that builds strong, confident Jewish adults. It's transformative for the students, and it was also transformative for Lori.
If Lori were here tonight, she would be very thankful and appreciative for everybody who was here. And then she would say, since you're all here, make a pledge to Hillel.